That's what we're doing in the kitchen. The prettiest green.
That's so cool.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah.
We found it yesterday.
I like the gold.
In the gold.
We went and got ours priced out too. Ours is going to be...
We're going to have Jamie measure it when he's there.
I need this Jamie's number.
He's the best. So it's on my website.
Oh, okay.
We went to high school together, but he's just the best.
Is he up here local?
He goes everywhere. He flipped Zach's bathroom, completely renovated. It was like an 1800s bathroom and completely renovated.
Who's that?
Oh, my listing in LaPel.
Oh, okay.
That house you went to, remember? He did that bathroom. I'm going to try to refigure the kitchen to where I can have... I hate the way that you can't get into my fridge.
Oh.
Because it's up against that wall and this door, and you, like, can't get in there because it needs to be able to open all the way. So, I'm like, if we're going to do it, I'm just going to keep my island white. Mm-hmm. We're going to do butcher block countertops. But if I'm going to redo that L shape, I'm going to move the fridge probably, even if it's just a little bit nice, have like one single cabinet on this side, or maybe I can do like a tall one up to the ceiling. Yeah, like
for you a broom closet.
Oh, that's a good idea. But that way we can open the doors all the way.
Like one of those ones where you can put your pans, long, tall baking pan.
Even if it's that 9-inch cabinet. That's what I'm gonna do. But it's like roof, kitchen. We're gonna make so much equity. It's the money you get back out of your house.
No. You know? I know. That's why I'm glad those trees are gone, because every time it hails this way, and so it never hits the house. And I'm like, the tree's gonna fall on my house. Right. I was like, I know. I'm
so glad they didn't fall on your house.
No, right, but. Yeah, and luckily there was like little to no damage on the car.
Yeah, where is it? Is it at the shop?
Keegan has it. It's fixed already. The only thing is there's a dent on the trunk.
On your white car?
Yeah, and we just have to replace it. Welcome back to What's Up Noblesville.
Back in the original OG studio.
That's right. We've been out touring in Noblesville and going from place to place. At least you guys have most of the places.
Meeting all the people.
Meeting all the peoples.
So we want to take the opportunity, now that we've grown, our Instagram following continues to grow, which is fantastic.
Thank you guys.
Yes. Yeah. We wanted to kind of like reset it now that we're a few months in and be like, hey, this is who we are and what we're doing and why we're doing it.
That's right. I think we should go into a little bit about what we do.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. Here we go.
All right. But we've interviewed other people. We might as well interview ourselves.
Oh, look at you coming up with good ideas.
All right. So,
why don't you start then?
Okay.
You're the matriarch of the podcast.
Yeah, right.
Well, Paige and I have talked about it before in the past that we're real estate agents and we're very proud of our businesses. And I have my own little boutique company, Own It Realty, here in Noblesville, based out of Noblesville. And I've been in real estate for the last 12 years. And I sell mostly residential. I have done one commercial thing, and I will never do it again. I always refer those out to my friends. And but I love real estate. I think I was born.
You were born into it, though.
Yeah.
So let's go into then, like, your family were realtors in Noblesville.
My grandmother was a real estate agent and her sister-in-law, and they did it together.
In Noblesville.
Yeah. And they sold houses all over town. And then my grandfather was a contractor and built lots of homes here in Noblesville. And I remember playing in the sand, you know, when they bring it in for the houses, and when I was a little kid, driving my little Matchbox cars in the sand. And,
literally in your blood.
And and, you know, going through and playing in the houses as they were being built. And I remember even as a kid, would live next door to it, and subdivision was being built, and I would go play in those houses and think of little dreams in my head. And I never really thought about being a realtor. I was going to be an architect, right? But here I am. So I just love it. I have a mortgage side. I had a title company, and so now I'm just doing the real estate, and I'm loving my life. I'm living the dream.
Living the dream.
Yeah.
Almost an empty nester.
Almost. I got 2 at home.
2 left. Well, only 1 left in school, though, that you really have to worry about.
That's right. One that I have to kind of keep pushing. Come on, you can do this. We just got 2 more years.
Yeah, just get through it.
2 more years, Patrick.
You don't want to stay here an extra year.
So, but, and I love helping people here locally because I have that, it feels comfortable. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you have a lot to offer your clients.
And so Madison is my assistant.
I wear a lot of hats.
Yeah.
I am your photographer. I am your social media expert.
Isn't that what an assistant is? Is anything I want you to do?
Everything, yeah. I do everything for you. I do your sales and stuff like that.
Madison was basically, I had Madison when I was in the mortgage business, came back to work the next day. She was in her little swing in my mortgage office, in my home office. Really has never changed too much from that.
No.
And
then I plan to keep
rocking away over there, and she's still doing it 25 years later.
Yeah, I plan on keeping that tradition alive if I have kids.
That's right. And so we do want to mention one thing. We really want to get into the flipping side of our business.
And we're getting closer and closer to that goal every day.
And so if you know of anybody that has anything they would like to sell, or like a state or something like that needs to be fixed up, we would like the opportunity to maybe help you do something like that.
Yeah, we also we have several investors that we work with, some beautiful little girls that we've been working with for a while who want to get their hands dirty.
They have a lot of money and they want to put it into something. They've been trying for the last couple of years to do it, and we'd like to help them.
Yeah.
What about you, Paige?
Oh, well, yeah.
So I brought Paige into this business. Yeah. Basically, I goes, you should come become a realtor.
Yeah,
well,
I was pregnant with who? Pregnant with little baby Coop. He'll be 3 in a couple weeks. I'll just throw up a little bit.
Been almost 3 years now.
So I was in the dental field previously. I was having my 3rd baby. Justin, my husband, her son, was doing a ton of Army stuff at that time. So schedule-wise, I was already stressed out thinking about like maternity leave and having to go back to the dental office because those hours are so like stringent. Like you have to be there. If one person's gone out of the dental office, it throws off like the whole week.
Well, you don't have that many people in there, right?
Well, everyone plays a vital role. So I was nearing the end of that pregnancy, and you were like, "Listen, you just need to make a career change."
You did work for a really good dentist.
Oh, yeah. He's the bomb. Dentistry Fishers, Dr. Jones. Yeah. They just moved into the new Ram building.
It's really
and re-renovated it. So, anyways, if you're looking for a local dentist, he's the bomb. That whole group over there.
They're really great.
So basically, I didn't go back after maternity leave because I took my course during maternity leave and then passed my test a little bit after that, and I didn't go back to the dental field. I just like jumped in. Maybe not the best way to do it, but I had her to fall back on for like, okay, now what does this mean again?
Yeah, but you set yourself up good though. You did go out and get yourself a couple of coaches besides me. Yeah. Then that helped.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, really helped you.
So it's going good.
Yeah.
So
so what do you like to specialize in?
Definitely residential. I like working. I find myself working because you kind of attract who you want in this business. So I find myself working with a lot of people in the same area of life that I'm at. Like I have 2 clients that have 3 kids just like I do. So I think that's just funny how it works out like that. You know, like families who are looking to upgrade, or also I have families who are just like moving to different parts of town because their job allows for it now after COVID. You don't have to be in a specific spot. So
they're looking at all their options now. Like we don't have to be stuck here.
So that's kind of where I'm at in my business. It's going good.
You started with a lot of the first time home buyers, didn't you?
Yeah, I have a ton of I think both of us just have so much knowledge with that. Those first time buyers, well, now we're rolling around to something that we're going to be finding. I was listening to a podcast this morning. Is millennials, me and Maddie have bought our first houses.
Yeah, and you're getting
ready.
Now
what we're going to run into, this market shift, is going to be first time sellers.
Oh, yeah. That's huge because they have not navigated that water at all.
We've helped them get through purchasing for the first time, but some people think you just throw your house up with a Zestimate.
Yeah. No.
It makes you cringe a little bit.
A little bit.
Put it on, for sale by owner, but there's so much more that goes into it, and I think that value that you and I have practiced so much with like first timers that it's good.
Well, it should carry right over to that first time selling and all those issues that come upon you, like
just terminology. Like I created these little booklets this past week, just like here's terms that you're gonna hear.
Yeah, good idea.
Here's info with that. My leg's asleep. It's driving me nuts.
Wake up, leg.
I'm 30 now. My legs fall asleep.
And one of the things that Madison and I have done for the last 12 years is our rent-to-own program. So if you're a renter and you have some desire to become a homeowner, reach out to either one of us, and we'll help you.
I just had one of those closed.
Oh, there you go.
From that, you shared that resource with me, and it works for some buyers. You know?
A lot of our buyers, they need a little bit more help to get their credit to where it needs to be able to purchase. And
you might have the income, you have the job history,
and your credit's just not there.
5-10 points away from even qualifying.
That's right. So there is a program for you, and so don't pass that up. Don't let that keep you back.
At least start the conversation.
Yeah. And then you'll know which way to go. Millennials are a little more scared, but they do bring their parents with them everywhere.
Well, this is the harm of parents.
I saw a PSA.
Let's talk about the parents.
I saw this public service announcement on Instagram yesterday that said, Dad is allowed to stay home during the inspection. He doesn't need to come with you. It was funny. I actually laughed out loud at it.
But they do have a lot of knowledge. But they may have not have bought a house in 20 years. And it's a little different. So sometimes we're educating not just one buyer, we're educating the parents on how it works
current
now.
Market,
yeah. And what we do a little different than they did back then.
Yeah, it's the parents and the friends. We literally just had this conversation. My friend said, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, your friend isn't having the same situation you are. Okay? Your friends are the same.
No.
Right. I get people who have, perfect credit, who have, friends with bad credit. Or and they're giving them all the advice. And I'm like, or vice versa. And I'm like, yeah, your trip's not going to be a little different. We're going to be doing something a little bit different here because
it's a different loan type or different things. Oh my goodness.
Well, and we were talking about it. I talk to people all the time, and they're like, "Well, how many programs do you have for down payment assistance?" And I'm like, "We have 2,500 different programs for it." So your friend might fall into one of those programs, but you're probably not going to fall into that same program because there's something weird about or something a little different about you. It's like it's like a fingerprint. Yeah, it's like trying to find someone with the same fingerprint as you. You're not your situation, your job, and everything else that's going on in your life is so much different than your friends,
the way you
or
spend
your
money.
mommy, or your dad, or whatever. Yeah. And so it's a really fun ride.
So that's what you get when you come and see all of us. And
we're going to get it, we're not trying to puff it up. We're not going to beat around the bush. We're just going to be honest with your situation or anyone's situation.
Yeah.
But that's the only way to do it, because we've worked with people who will try and puff up a situation or give you false hope or
we
something.
Want you as clients for life.
Yeah.
So I don't want to lead you in the wrong direction that you come back to me and go,
I think we've both built our businesses that way.
We want you to be able to feel like when I tell you something, if I don't know for sure, I'm going to go research it and find out. Or I'm just going to say it right out. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's find out together. Find out. I've never been into that situation, so we'll find out.
Yeah. There's always something new going on.
Yeah, there really is.
Yeah, but we love to sell Noblesville, and we're getting it ready to actually get a chance to meet the mayors of Carmel, Noblesville, and Fishers, and have a little talk. And so we're going to bring our podcast with us in a couple of weeks to sell your city.
Sell your city.
So if you guys have any questions or concerns about your city,
the dog.
Bring those questions to us so we can ask the mayors. We're going to have one-on-one conversations with the mayors of our cities. What are you trying to do here? Why are you trying to do this over here in this side of town and that, and get their whole philosophy and where the city's moving. Each city. I think it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk about something else super fun that the podcast is doing.
Okay, yeah.
We are going to be sponsor for the Trunk or Treat.
Yeah.
On the 30th.
October 30th, we're having Trunk or Treat. It's on Logan Street.
Yeah, is that where is that? Is that down on the square?
No, I think it's at the Federal Hill Commons, actually.
Oh, yeah. Let me look at it. Just to double check. I have it here. And there'll be a little, if you're watching the video, Maddie,
you need to sign up your children.
Yeah, entire family's welcome. trunkortreatnoblesville.com.
So you'll go in there and you'll log in. So we have an idea of how many kids are going to be coming through, so people have enough goodies on hand.
Yep.
And then all the trunks are going to be decorated, and they'll all be sponsored. And who?
I don't know. It's not. Oh! I was going to look at the address.
Yep.
See exactly where it was.
So all the trunks will be sponsored by different local businesses to Noblesville.
Yeah, it's at Federal Hill.
Okay.
Yeah, you were right.
So we'll all be in the parking lot there, and we're gonna have a theme.
We haven't decided yet.
No.
The one you said I think is the one we need to do.
I think it would.
So you gotta come see us then to see what us three are gonna do. But
I think our whole families will get involved.
The kids, my kids will definitely be there.
Yeah. So I think it'll be lots of fun. But but you gotta register your kids.
Yeah.
So that they can come, because we need to know how many. Obviously, if you drove by, you're not gonna be appropriate because you're going to need to be in your Halloween costume.
Yeah, so that's on the 30th, the day before Halloween, from 5:30 to 7:30, I believe. Yep. But come see us, come meet us. We want to meet our peeps, and I'm just so excited about it.
I think it's going to be really a lot of fun.
Yeah. So we've been coming up with little treat ideas to do.
Yeah.
So this is because you guys sent me this.
And you didn't know?
You never responded to anything.
No, because I have no idea what's happening. And I said this
because you're not in the
I texted it in the thing, and I said, great.
Noblesville Chatter had it.
It was uncensored or something.
Yeah, Noblesville Uncensored.
Chatter. That group. She's not in that group. So
I put a request, by the way, and it's still pending. 2 months. It's been sitting there pending.
By the way.
I need someone to explain
we need
that.
to help her.
Jeez Louise. And then I deleted it, my request, and submitted my request, and then I went back to look at what you guys were talking about. You guys were like 45 pages in on this conversation.
Yeah.
Went back, still not in it.
Our text groups get a little dicey.
I was like, I'm assuming we're doing something. I'm assuming
You'll just show up.
I was like, I'm just
We're
gonna
actually having our little office meeting here too. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah. I was like, so I just gotta know that something's happening.
You have to understand that we really like Halloween in our family.
Yeah, I married into a Halloween loving family. If you know where the Meadows is and you just want to come to a ridiculous house, that's going to be my house in the Meadows if you just drive by.
On Halloween.
At the second entrance, my husband's getting a little nuts. He's already bought way too many decorations. We've named them. Gary is hanging in the garage right now. And it scares me every morning when I go work
I need to bring Sheldon over.
Yes.
My skeleton. Our skeleton, because you're going to do stuff with that skeleton.
But my husband is obsessed with his Michael Myers costume.
Oh, yeah. Well, I thought he should just stand there next to our trunk or treat and just stand there and look at people.
I'm trying to figure out what me and Keegan are going to dress as. I've been seeing some really funny ones where like people have been dressing up as the Grinch and stuff like women have, and it's so funny.
Guys, I have the perfect family for The Incredibles. Justin is super strong. I can be Elastigirl. And then I have Charlie for Violet, Carter, who loves to run, for Dash, and Cooper, his blonde hair for Jack Jack. Yeah. And none of them want to do it. No. They want to be something scary for Halloween. Charlie, my sweet, precious daughter, wants to be the Grim Reaper. Carter just wants to wear like one of those black morph suits.
I think we've talked about this in a previous episode.
Oh, yes.
But I stand that energy because I wanted to be a scary monster. Instead, I was a stinking Tinkerbell. And I went to school in this costume that my brother had. I was a monster. I was so awesome. It was so epic.
Well, your niece is just like you. She wants to be a Grim Reaper. She wants the hook and everything. So I don't get my dream of being the perfect Incredibles family, though.
Yeah.
Well, so next year,
join us for the trunk or treat, and you get to meet us all.
I'll post it on Instagram too, the little flyer.
And when we get closer to that day, we'll bring it up again so you don't forget.
Don't forget. Okay, so real quick to close it out, we just want to wrap up with like our mission here. Clearly, sit, relax, and discover.
Noblesville.
No, like, you know, we're all in different stages of life here in Noblesville specifically. We love being a part of this community. Yeah. There's so much to do. If you didn't listen to the episode with Noblesville Main Street, like, you gotta go listen to that first off. Yeah. Because those are the type of things we're trying to highlight. We're trying to highlight the people and the businesses here.
We're going to try to bring on the historian. I can't wait Get that
I want to
done.
hear more about that.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
If you didn't watch 2 weeks ago's episode, they go over. They just slightly touch about the squirrel stampede that Noblesville had, and
she went and did some major research.
I went and did research, and this is real. And this was way before all of us even were a thought, because I looked and they were saying in the video that they wanted pictures. Well, I couldn't find any. They only could draw them at the time. There's no way.
No photos.
There's no photos of it. They were drawing what it looked like.
In the newspaper, it was a little drawing.
And it was like it was such a horrible problem. They were eating all the crops and stuff like that as they were going.
Oh, my word.
It was like causing a huge issues.
Okay, well.
Yeah.
I was like, it's super funny. And I can't wait to hear more, because I read just snippets of it just to because I put it on the screen just to verify that
go watch that YouTube
it's a real
video
thing.
then to see that, because that's hilarious.
Yeah.
I would love to get more details on that.
Yeah. We've also got a lot of lineups for businesses here that we get to go chat with soon. But
if you want us to highlight you, please reach out to us. Contact us, email, text, whatever.
I guess we also have to kind of explain to our current viewers why we were gone too, because we had
a busy summer.
Well, we took the month of August.
I'd say we took a little bit of.
It was like a month and a half.
Yeah,
July.
Because I was gone for a week, and then you were gone for a week, and then I was gone for a week and a half, and then school started, and it got nuts.
So we took some time off, and we've regrouped, and our mission's still the same, and we're really getting ready to.
We all took vacations.
It's just about to take off here.
Yeah. I'm excited.
So it'll be a good time.
Yeah.
So we love you guys. Thanks so much for listening.
129 followers. Yay.
But my thing is, even if it's followers, doesn't mean that they're registering as listeners. They could just listen and not even have registered.
Registered? Followed us?
Followed us. Yes.
I was like,
we may have way more followers or listeners than I'm like, what are we registering for?
Nothing, I guess. So
that's a good intro.
Yeah. Anyways, I guess we'll retry this exit again.
Okay. Thanks for coming back. We love you.
We appreciate you. Yeah. We have how many followers on Instagram?
129.
129.
That have registered to follow us.
Every single one of you.
But we have no idea how many listeners are out there.
Yeah, we can't quantify it because there's no way to.
But we appreciate every one of you that is listening right
now. But
now.
for the 100 and something that we see on Facebook or on YouTube, thank you.
Yeah.
And Instagram. Well, I was looking at it the other day and rewatching some of our stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. We have consistent viewership. So.
All right, finger guns.